Hi, my name is Courtney McCaskey, and I'm here today to talk to you guys about my great Aunt Pat, who was a great role model throughout my life. Role models are defined as a person whose success is or can be revealed by others, especially by younger people. My great Aunt Pat definitely fits this definition perfectly. My Aunt Pat lived in Gates County, North Carolina, where she lived with her childhood best friend, Paula. Her favorite animal was a frog, and she placed them all over her red Jeep Cherokee that she had, and she named it the Red Hot Chili Pepper. My great Aunt Pat never graduated from high school, but did everything she could just to make sure my grandfather had the best of everything, just so that he could go to college to be a police officer. Through this time, the reason why she did it was not only because she loved her brother, but was because of the fact that her father had died at such a young age, and her mother became very ill and no longer could take care of the household. As her life went on, her caring and compassion for others completely grew, and when her dear friend Paula became very ill with emphysema and lung cancer, she did everything she could and took care of her until she could no longer do it herself because of her own health decline. As a young adult, she was diagnosed with asthma, and as it grew on, she was diagnosed with COPD, which is a pulmonary lung dysfunction, and this led to her death when I was only a junior in high school. This was even sad, making that she didn't even make it to see her favorite holiday, which was Christmas. Because of her addiction to cigarettes, she couldn't bury her own best friend because of the fact that she was hospitalized, and also she could never watch me graduate. She never married nor had kids, but she always loved hanging out with my brother, me, my mom, and my uncle, helping us grow old as we grew up. She taught me many morals and values that made me the person that I am today. She always taught me to be very compassionate to others and to kill more flies with honey than to always be mean to other people. With being that, she also showed me the importance of family. Before she passed, our family was very close and we saw each other often. She used to always tell me not to hate my little brother for picking on me, but he's the only one that I'm ever going to have, and he's always going to be there for me until the end. As I got older, she started asking me questions about boyfriends and stuff like that, and she used to tell me to kick them to the curb if they ever treated me anything less than a lady. She also believed that a man should treat a woman with the outright most respect. She not only lived up to be a role model for me, but a role model for my mother also. As she was an advocate for getting things done herself, she taught my mother the same morals and values as she did me. As I get older, I realize how blessed I was to know such a great woman. Everyone in my family seems to believe I just act like her, calling me Patty Jr., and I think it's just because they're jealous because I was the favorite. But I am thankful to say I got to see her right before I died and show her my favorite first car, and I was so happy that I could finally drive it because it was a 5-speed and I could barely get out of the driveway without crying because I couldn't get there. I can honestly say I'm sorry for the people that never got to meet of this woman. Just because she wasn't famous, nor did she have a lot of money, or she wasn't really anyone significant in society, doesn't mean that she didn't touch many of the lives that she did see. I hope that she is very proud of me and all of that I've become with many of my accomplishments to come. It's very nice to know that I will always have a guardian angel looking after me, who will always be my Aunt Pat.